everyone, and welcome back to my art room. Today we're going to be making an optical illusion hand. We're going to use warm colors and cool colors to create a hand that's an optical illusion, or it looks like it's starting to come up off the paper. Are y'all ready? Let's get started. We're going to be talking about the element of space, form, and color. Color can be divided into two categories: warm and cool. When you think about warm colors, think about colors that remind you of fire, sun, and warm days. Warm colors include red, orange, yellow, and pink. Cool colors, think about things that remind you of ice and snowy days. Think about blue, purple, and also green does fall into this cool category. So warms are reds, oranges, yellows, and pink. And cool covers blue, purple, and greens. So warm colors are very bright and vibrant. Cool colors are very calm. Blacks, whites, and grays do not fall underneath either of these categories. These colors are considered achromatic. So that's blacks, white, and the grays in between. So for this project, we don't want to use achromatic colors. So for this project today, stay away from blacks, grays, and whites, and we're going to focus on warm and cool colors. Let's get started. So on your papers today, the first thing you want to do is trace your hand. So I am using pen. I suggest you use pencil. And I'm going to lay down the hand I do not write with, and I'm going to trace around with the hand I do write with. And notice I brought my arm right off the page. If we go back to the element of space, my hand is going to be the foreground because it is the main detail. It is the main focus. So my hand is the foreground. The space around it is the background. These are also known as positive space is the foreground and negative space is the background. So we're going to start off by filling in our background, our negative space, first. So for our negative space, we're going to draw straight lines across our paper. Feel free to use a ruler if you have one, or a folder or a straight edge if you do not. We're going to lay them down and draw straight lines just in the negative space, the background, not in the positive space, the foreground. That will stay blank for now. So I'm holding my ruler or my folder or my straight edge with the hand I do not write with. I make an L. I'm going to draw a straight line from the side, stopping where the hand is, to the other side. And I'm going to make those straight lines all the way down. It does get a little bit tricky when you get to your fingers, so make sure you slow down and take your time. So you're going to start, stop where you see a finger, start, stop where you see a finger, and you're just getting the background space, just like that. And I think I want my spaces to be a little bit closer together than this today, so I'm going to go back in and make my lines a little bit closer together. Remember, where there's fingers, you're just getting the background space, so stop wherever you have your fingers. Just like that, and I have my background done. Now, we're going to take those lines and we're going to curve them on the inside of our hands. So we're going to find where the line starts and we're going to connect it to itself with a curved line. Just like that. Find the line, touch it to itself. Take your time. Don't rush. So once again, where you get your fingers, you're just going to connect it right to itself once again. So remember, your fingers connect to themselves. We have our negative and our positive spaces completed. So form is when you have something that looks three-dimensional. So our hand, since it has the curved lines, looks like it's starting to come off of the paper. That's why we wanted the straight lines in the background and the curved lines in the hand to make it look three-dimensional, like an optical illusion, something that tricks the eye. So now that we're ready to color, we want to make sure that we know the difference between cool and warm colors. You can choose whether you want the inside to be cool or warm, and the outside will be the opposite. Remember, blacks, grays, and whites are achromatic, so we're not going to color with these shades today. Cools and warms. I'm going to choose warm colors for the inside of my hand and cool colors for the outside of my hand. So I'm going to take my colors and I'm going to make a pattern. You can make a pattern out of 2 or 3 colors. It's up to you. So I'm going to alternate colors all the way down my hand. So there's our hand colored in with the first color. For the hand, I suggest you start at the bottom and move your way up because those fingers get tricky. I suggest you start at the bottom and move your way up. I'm going to choose my second warm color for the other color. So I'm going to color the opposite colors in yellow. Now that I have the opposite color finished, I'm going to start working on my background, my negative space. So since I chose warm colors on the inside, I'm going to choose cool colors for the outside. For the hand, start from the bottom. For the background, start from the top. So choose 2 or 3 cool colors and you're going to work your way on down. So I'm going to make my first lines with blue because blue is a cool color. So now I have my first color done. I'm going to come in with my second cool color and I'm going to get the alternating line. And now my background is finished. So now we have created our optical illusion hand where it looks like it's starting to rise up from the straight lines on the background. Have fun and happy arting!